Okay, great. Has anyone got a really short question, short answer question from the audience? A hand up over there. You give your name and say your question, please.
Name is John Curry, and your question is, one quick new idea for income generation for CILIP.
Okay, did everybody hear that? That was one quick new income generation idea for CILIP. I'll go in reverse order, and I will go to Liz McGettigan first off.
One new income generating idea.
That's
I
correct.
think we should be setting up business information specialists and using our experts and getting a fee to do that work for the business and other communities. Why do we allow it to happen everywhere else? We've got people that aren't working, people that are working part-time, that would be glad of that employment. We could raise the profile, we could take a fee. I think we need to look at seeing how we can set up business and income generation ideas like that.
Thanks very much. Sue Westcott.
I'm not sure it's entirely new, but I think there is something I think there is a market for training that will come back, but it has to be the right training. And increasingly the training that CILIP offered didn't match up with the activities that my organisation was looking for. So I think there is something in that about either brokering the right relationships and taking a percentage off of that, or finding other ways of helping with the training and development of people in work, and helping those who are needing to get in work, maybe talking to the job centres as well.
Thanks. Mike?
Yeah, I pursue exactly that theme, and I think there's a potential relationship with Next Step, that's the information, advice and guidance for adults, particularly in terms of that profiling and enabling unemployed members who want to move on, all of those things, to create a pathway for themselves and link that into CPD that we can generate income from. So I think we just need to explore that one and think that one through.
Okay, maybe to you, Maria.
I'm very happy they're talking about that, because my idea was also, and it's always been about training, but again, as Sue has mentioned, different training, not the very high cost, come to London sort of training that CILIP was providing, and more like webinars. I, for example, attended a training session on Monday at my workplace. It cost us £20. There was 3 of us in there. We spent an hour. The room was set up. We have our laptops. We had a very good session. We had a presentation. We were able to ask questions. We come back to our desk. Done, dusted. We can refer to the notes. These people are in Twitter. I've been talking to them in Twitter afterwards. If I had any follow-up questions, I can get to them, and I didn't have to go anywhere or spend much money. And I think in CILIP we had such a great pool of people. We can be the trainers ourselves for different things. We have the equipment. We can see it works. I think this is the way forward. The American Library Association is doing it. In ILIC, we're doing it already. We are developing webinars to provide training for our overseas members. At the moment, we are piloting one for school librarians in Sierra Leone, which we are hoping to move to other parts. There's people in Zimbabwe that are waiting to receive it. So I think CILIP should go that route. And it will generate money with not too much cost.
Okay, thank you. And finally to Sue.
I'm getting a sense of deja vu about this. Going back to a meeting about 3 years ago, it was not long after I retired, and I corralled Biddy Fisher, Margaret Watson and Margaret Chapman to meet me somewhere in England, I put to them that we ought to start this online training. Mm-hmm. I have a son who's in software engineering, and I picked his brain to pieces as to how it can be done. I did base it partially on the training course that I wrote for British Library in 2003, which was for all public library staff, and using some of the ideas that were brought forward then and the methods of presentation, because I realised coming to London is very expensive, the training tends to be high level, people cannot be allowed, there aren't the staff to cover when you go on a training course. And when you think of workplace librarians, I used to chair a group of librarians in Leeds, and it was the people that worked in the centre, and the poor lady from the College of Building could never get there because she was the library service in the hospital of Scarborough in North Yorkshire. it was the library service. We used to have CILIP meetings there, so that girl could attend. And I put the whole proposal forward, and with Biddy's and Margaret's backings, and we brought it to CILIP and said we will pilot it through the Yorkshire branch, but there was not the resources to support that sort of training. And then we realised afterwards probably we'd been a bit too enthusiastic and we'd trodden on too many toes. But there, yes, I can't wait to see it happen.
Thank you very much, everybody.